on. I'm going to burst everybody's bubble. And these studios, they're in the save money phase. This is why we were just talking about this with Marvel rumors, the alleged rumors for the post-credit scene, setting up a young Avengers. I've heard that Samuel L. Jackson has called this, he's called all of them Captain Marvel. We've got a brown Captain Marvel and a this Captain Marvel and a this Captain Marvel. And that's according to Samuel L. Jackson. I'm less concerned with the content of the movie than with the business decisions behind this. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this right now here. Please subscribe to this channel. And where's my bumper? We're going to play the bumper. Please subscribe and things.
The following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat.
I'm not trying to cut him off. Who are you? Are you here?
I'm Rob off camera.
I'm just kind of on a roll here. We're going to get to what you have to say in a second. So I'm really not trying to interrupt you on this. So we were talking about this on the live. And if you want the whole live, please tune into the channel member things. They go live for the channel members after the fact if you miss them. YouTube is suppressing the crap out of this. But then again, YouTube is microdosing. Oh, this is actually YouTube's tweet. This is actually YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, they're have another hit to fresh air. No, they're not. They're not doing any of that. Where am I going with this? I'm more interested in the business decisions. This is why I was pulling up my Twitters here. Do you want to talk for a second? While I get into, they're in the process of saving money here. They're in the process is what we need to know. They're in the process of saving money. Here you go.
Yeah. I mean, they're in save money mode, obviously. They're cutting salaries. They're adding those salaries to the bottom line.
That's what's happening with all these boycotts.
Yeah.
And what's happening, though, they're not getting woke and or going broke. What is happening, they are more profitable than ever, according to Rolling Stone magazine. Here you go. And you got your political, Twitter accounts and your political pundits there who don't quite understand that. It is factually correct. They are in the laying off people to save money part of this, and this is exactly what they did in 2008, and Occupy Tim would have known that. Here you go. This is Matt Binder's tweet laying out the financials because, he had it handy, so I'm crediting him with doing the work.
But
they are making money with this, and they're going to show a profit in the short term for their investors with this while they figure out how to save money, and we're going into the write-off phase of all this crap. So this'll not be the big, huge win, I think, right?
But the people that are going, get woke, go broke, get woke, go broke, do you think Tim Pool's going to say, well, it looks like we've done nothing. It looks like we have had no impact. We were wrong. So you can go ahead and buy Bud Light because what do I care? I'm Tim Pool and I have plenty of beanies.
What happens though when you boycott Bud Light is that they lay off people though, and they use that because you'll have people be like, oh yes, look at their sales are down, but then what happens? They lay off people to adjust for that so they can show these profits. And Bob Iger did that. So
congratulations,
congratulations. This is just lining the billionaires' pockets again, and I don't know what to do about that. This is why I've been kind of less, I don't know, pleasant last year. That and 2020 happened, but I apologize for that. I am back. I am on fire, and you're not gonna hold me down on this one. This is what needs to be told. I am pulling the curtain down, letting you guys see the magic. This is what's actually happening. That's how they do it. They let a lot of people go just so that they can show that's profitability. So I think that that's what we're going to be getting with a lot of this stuff. If they actually announce a young Avengers team with all a bunch of whammon on it, we'll see. If they do, it'll just be to let it fail, to use that as a write-off, to use that to... Oh, we already talked about how the Flash should have just been... Where'd it go? It would have lost less money by canceling it. You got these streamers, they're advised to go out of business by their banks. What are they going to do? They're just going to lay off everybody and then say, well, look at our temporary profit, because their investors are worth so much money they don't care about losing a few billion.
Yeah,
I think.
well.
I don't think anymore, and I think it's up to us to be like, are we gonna even settle for this crap? Because like I don't care if I pay money for another movie ever again as long as I live, right? So that's kind of where I am with this. I would gladly watch them via the crystal ball because they're just gonna write it off anyway, and I'm gonna pay for it out of my tax dollars, right?
Yep.
What do you have to say about all this with the Spider-Man stuff? This is all related to that. You want to get into that one here?
Yeah,
which
like I
article
said,
was it?
It's the Hollywood Reporter one. The one right. It's right next to that.
This one.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: Spider-Man is the most profitable character in.
We think all the Spider-Man people on the Spider-Verse might be bots and marketing.
Yeah.
Just to get Spider-Man to have this fake impression and all this. Oh, look at the engagement, though. Look at the engagement. Look at the Twitter impressions.
When did Marvel get bought by Disney? 2009. Okay. Now, a year before that, the heirs of Jerry Siegel and Joel Shuster, the two guys who created Superman, sued Warner Brothers to get the rights to the character back. And there was a settlement, and so there's some legal
this is new.
sticky legal points there.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't really going with the marketing rights
This
angle.
is not...
People are making a lot more money by telling you, oh, woke, vote, blah, 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 blah.
And this has never been, this has never been about
politics,
woke, inclusion, and Marvel and Disney are lying to you. Mm-hmm. They are liars.
They are liars, and there's a lot of people using this to take advantage of people. They're using a lot of this to get people to throw money at the screens because they think they're fighting this cause.
Sony owns the movie rights to Spider-Man because they bought those in 96 when Marvel was bankrupt. So Marvel sold off the movie rights to a lot of the characters. Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, etc. Okay? So what's happening now? What happened was the heirs of Joel Siegel and Jerry Siegel and Joel Shuster sued Warner Brothers to get the rights to Superman back. And that scared the bejesus out of Warner Brothers and a lot of people in the industry.
And that's when they started making all their own versions of all that crap, right?
2009, Marvel gets bought by Disney for $4 billion. Cash, I believe. Mm-hmm. Now, 2011, what happens? Miles Morales appears in a Marvel comic for the first time, Spider-Man Unlimited, after they kill off that universe's Peter Parker. And the two exist side by side. And then they start replacing everybody. They replace Captain America. They replace Iron Man. They replace Hawkeye. They replaced Wolverine. They replaced all of the X-Men with knockoff versions of the X-Men. They replaced...
Right?
Yeah.
That's all of these characters, though. They're all knockoff versions of the characters.
They replaced Spider... They created Spider-Gwen, a version of female Spider-Person. They replaced... They replaced, like I said, Captain America. They replaced just about everybody, all the main heroes. They replaced Nova. They replaced, like I said...
Because see, this like as a non-comic person, you guys know me. I'm way more interested in the money behind this.
They replaced Thor with Lady Thor. They replaced Hulk with Amadeus Cho, Asian Hulk.
Because like I come into this and I'm like I know enough to know that no, this is not because these companies all of a sudden want to save the world. This is not because all of a sudden these companies are doing any of this and this and this. For charitable, oh no, we're not. We're doing this diverse thing because diversity. No, this isn't even because. I think a few things happened. I think a few people priced themselves out of being useful, and weren't creating a lot of these sort of level characters. And I think I think that it was so much cheaper to go with these stupid. Oh well, we'll just make it a woman. We'll just make it a woman version of it. Let's just make a woman Captain America. Let's make a woman Thor.
25%.
Thank you so much. Poseidon, Magto, $5 super chat. Keep it mega. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, that's all we know this from Star Trek.
Yeah,
you make it just different enough.
Just different enough. And this has been a business trick in the rights and stuff since these creators have been dropping, since Hollywood and anything. And this is, and we knew this coming out of music. We knew this coming out of like the music business type of well, as much as we.
So this lawsuit was filed in September 2021.
Yeah.
This went largely unnoticed by a lot of people.
Yeah.
By a lot of people.
I think a lot of people knew it and kept their mouths shut because it made a lot more sense to play people against each other and say, "Oh no, it's because it's political, it's because SJWs."
Well, the official line from Marvel was that these aren't secret identities. These are mantles, and they can be passed down. And tonight I say, listen, if I get 3 guys off the street and we call ourselves the Beatles, we're not the Beatles, okay? No matter how hard you try. Well, the Beatles is just a name. Anybody can be the Beatles. Like, no.
Well, they do that, though, with, like, Smash Mouth, though. They got a new guy singing for Smash Mouth.
Yeah, but, I mean, Smash Mouth, nobody's really going to say, oh, man, that's one of the things. I mean, Smash Mouth, I mean, if it's something that's identifiable with, I mean, Keith and Mick are essentially the heart and soul of the Rolling Stones. You get rid of Mick Jagger, and it's that's it. You might as well just not bother.
And that's kind of what I say with Star Trek and Star Wars. I mean, without George Lucas, do we have Star Wars? Without, I'm sure you got Dave Filoni, but do I care about Dave Filoni's Star Wars? No. I don't give a flippity flip about Ahsoka. I know there's people who do, and they grew up with that, and that's great. And once Dave Filoni gets replaced by whoever comes along next and trashes those characters, then they're going to have their hearts broken over those characters being trashed.
So, yeah. So anyway, like I've been saying,
yeah,
they've settled all these suits. Okay, they settled all these suits, except one, the Steve Ditko suit, because that is the biggest moneymaker for Marvel. That is
the one who did the most.
The one who did the most. You go to Walmart, go to Target, look at how much Spider-Man merchandise there is, and there's not a whole lot of Miles Morales comparatively.
No.
And they have been, Marvel and Disney have been dishonest since day one with this. Mm-hmm. Since day effing one.
It's not about how the world, or it's not about how good the character is. It's about how you perceive the character to be. We can tell you how much. Where's that Duckman clip? Talk about it while I find the Duckman clip.
Okay. Well, again, but the whole thing is. And Marvel at the 2017 New York Comic-Con Retailers Breakfast, they had shop owners get up and say, listen, you guys are replacing all the characters in the comic books, and I got kids walking into my store, they're looking for the guys in the movies, and they're leaving empty-handed. I can't sell these books. And they would go, well, you're just a racist. You're just big. We're about diversity and inclusion. We're telling stories about the world outside your window. I mean, he said, outside my window, nothing. You give me product that I can't sell.
You're emptying the studio's bank account. How do you justify paying the largest star salary in history?
Oh, I'm going to get a copyright claim for this. I don't care. This is worth
it. Awesome.
This is worth it. Oh, you can't hear it. Here you go. Now you guys can hear it. Here you go.
To a complete unknown.
I'll tell you, cupcakes. This is an industry built on perception rather than fact, run by businessmen who only understand numbers and don't have a clue about what's good and what isn't. So the key is to be perceived as good by being associated with the biggest and best numbers. Meaning if you have no talent, you can buy credibility. In essence, creating the illusion of quality by spending the most money.
Yeah, pretty much Disney. They're going to spend the most money to convince you that this stuff is popular.
Yeah. Disney, Marvel, all of them. They're going to tell you it's good.
They're going to just tell you it's good. They're going to spend inordinate amount of money. They're going to hire bot farms on Twitter to tell you that the Miles Morales movie is the best Spider-Man movie ever.
Yep, and that's why I'm like, you're just arguing with their marketing accounts. You're arguing with the bots. That's why I always say, I don't believe people are real. I don't believe it's real. I think that it's all perception. I think that you get on Twitter and you get Elon Musk wanting you to be mad about pride parades as a priority, and then you get Disney and Marvel wanting you to think Captain Marvel's the greatest thing on the planet. You get Spider-Man, Miles Morales is the bestest thing ever.
Because
Make it till you make it. That's exactly what they're doing.
Because this version of Captain Marvel has been rebooted from previous versions, and this is a version, even though it's an older character, this is a version that they more or less own. At least that's to my knowledge.
Yeah, and they don't want you to know this.
No,
and they don't want you to know. They want, because why? It makes more money to have people fighting about woke. That's what makes more money.
It's so that you don't peel back the curtain.
So you don't peel, and you know me, I peel back the curtain. I like to know how it's done. I like the magic trick. I know. I've lived in Vegas for 20 years. Most of my entire adult life, I've lived in Vegas, right?
Yeah,
I like to know how the magic trick's done. All right, don't BS me. Don't.
Marvel Comics has been doing a whole what if line of Miles Morales. What if Miles Morales was Wolverine?
Mm-hmm.
What if Miles Morales was Captain America? What if Miles Morales was Doctor Strange? What if Miles Morales was Iron Man?
What if Miles Morales were a good character to begin with?
Exactly.
Or an original one.
He has
and not a spider person, because frankly, I don't care about spider people.
He has the exact same backstory as Peter Parker. It's just a different coat of paint, so to speak. So again, don't be fooled. This has never been about diversity and inclusion. This has been about money.
Yeah. And it's not even, and I'm just shocked that the people who are using this to tell you it's about, the SJWs are taking over, as a bunch of women, SJWs and the SJWs. Like, no, money, marketing, follow the money. It's always about marketing and money and finance, and like they're... Then again, these people listen to finance people who don't understand how to read.
Oh no! Yeah.
What happened?
Ryan Seacrest.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. We talked about that.
Oh jeez.
Anyway, I'm going back to my live chat. Thank you so much for watching me reveal the magic trick.
As the saying goes, don't take any wooden nickels.
And I'll let Carlson say it for me better.
You guys are so amazing.
They're adorable. All right, don't you go anywhere.